Alright, let's test this out and see if it works. There we go. Alright. 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 So we're going to be talking about our topic tonight. And did you allow him to come in you out of love or because you were horny? Now that is the topic for tonight. So let me know what you guys think about this topic, and let's have a very, I want to say, fruitful conversation about this, you know. So I've been getting messages so far. I've been getting messages so far, and all I hear is about horny, 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 horny. So which means something had to be feeling good in order for persons just to say, you know what, it's all about being horny when it comes to allowing somebody to, you know, come inside of you. So if you have any questions or contribution towards this topic, don't be afraid to drop your comment down below. Don't forget to subscribe, and you will not miss anything that's happening here on Air with Murray. You know, we're going to be talking about things. Just keep that in mind. So, I mean, when I look at the topic that is up for discussion tonight, it's borderline between, do you love that person enough for them to ejaculate in you, or is it out of lust and horniness? You know, sometimes you get horny and you get so sweet. Number one, you forget to pull out your rubber, so you're having unprotected sex and it's skin to skin, and guess what, you're hitting the spots, you're stroking good, everybody feeling good about themselves, and over time, guess what, everybody just enjoying themselves, and then before you know it, you do something guilty like me, because I'm not gonna sit here like I'm a, because let's just say out of wickedness I did something similar to that, and it made me realize that it wasn't even, I wouldn't even say it was love, it was more of a lust, you know, that passionate sexual attraction that you just wanted to have that moment and to feel the greatness like some people would say, you know, because it was good. So you had fun, and for me, I play an innocent role, of which but guess what, I was young, stupid, and I had a point to prove. And when I say a point to prove, it was like that was just me being wicked, because at that point I want to say I was thinking I was ready to be a parent. Lord knows it's a good thing the child didn't come into the world, because I think I would have been one of those fucked up parents, maybe even worse, more than my parents, you know. So I kind of like played was love, and yes. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm actually saying this on the World Wide Web. I can't even say national television or anything, but that was just my wicked guilty pleasure. So I am sort of remorseful, because we were both young. If I could put it like that, we were both young. So yeah, and I know most persons love skin to skin, so when you're horny, you know, allowing somebody to come inside of you seems to be interesting and seems to be easy. And I know some people yes, I would have been a fucked up parent. Yeah, it's like the knowledge that I have now when it comes to life generally, and sex in particular, I think I'm a bit more responsible, and we all have our moments when, you know, guilty pleasure. Mimi Halloran Plan B. Listen, I want to tell you a story. I think I went to the pharmacy a lot for some Plan B, and it wasn't me. I was Plan B, so I went and get Plan B for people. Oh, look at you, cuz. Tell me I would have been a great parent. Ah, I appreciate it. So, do tell us, Mihaila, which one is it for you? You were in love, or because you didn't just horny? Which one is it? Just let me know. So, it's a very, very interesting topic because, I mean, even though we want to have that guilty pleasure, both, wow, I hear you. I respect that. And sometimes it could be that. Well, Gavin, please go in your. Will you know what Plan B? You haven't, but there's not it. Ooh, it was some tequila involved. Listen, I think when it was my rendezvous, and it was that period, it was Guinness the first time, and the second time I think it was vodka. I think it was flavored vodka, you know, pineapple, or it had to be in the coconut rum when DDL didn't just bring out the coconut rum, and that did not go well. And you know about people that always, let's just say my blood was hot and I was horny and I was ready. So I wasn't even thinking about what was gonna be the end result. I was just having fun. Okay, Gavin, saying that is not the way to use Plan B. So how should we use Plan B? Gavin, do share, because you seem, you know. So Gavin is a pharmacist, and he would be weighing in a little bit tonight some of the things persons are trying to get over-the-counter remedy for because of this love or horniness. And I think more persons in today's society, and they're finding this inner sexual appetite, and some people are still nervous about it and not even thinking about outside of the box. You know, the lie down, the missionary thing. I joke you, rub me, kiss. To be honest, I don't even know how to have that sex anymore. It's boring, you know. And a lot of us can agree that sex sometimes can be boring if we don't spice it up. And I want persons to understand that even though tonight's topic is about did you allow him to come in you because you feel as if you were in love or you were horny, I want persons to distinguish or to take away the difference between love and lust, because ever so often we get it confused. Trying to think if somebody, you know, tell you I love you, that means yeah, they all for you and they really mean it. They don't mean it. Sometimes they're just trying to get inside of you, and that's it. And we also have some other issues that would contribute towards, you know, persons giving up in terms of having sex with another because you didn't grow up hearing certain things. So when people come and try to, you know what, I love you, and if you love me, you would allow me to have unprotected sex with you or even sleep with you. And you know, some persons, sex is a big thing. I would say for me, sex is interesting. And why I say interesting is because I don't have a lot of feelings attached to sex. Like, I could literally fuck with you and forget you like 5 minutes ago. Yeah. It's not a good thing. It's something I'm working on. And it's like I try to connect with people. And once you could connect with me mentally, let's just say it's easy for us to. It's very easy because we could have conversations. And sometimes it's not, you're not always in the mood and you want to have sex with somebody. And you just want to have that conversation. And this is where love would come in, you know, because love is basically, where somebody could be passionate about you and for you. Somebody who's supportive, somebody pure, and that person is not just out there trying to get you in bed every minute. Like some people, when you hook up, all you just do is bedroom talk. I mean, if we both have that understanding and we tell ourselves like, hey, this is what we're gonna do, we're gonna have sex and that's it, and that's all our connection is about, after a while, to be honest, I feel like a whore. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like a whore. I feel like all you want is just my body, because the way our body is designed, once we connect with somebody and we start exchanging those chemicals, yes, and kissing does that a lot. So some people could have sex and don't kiss, while others, they got a kiss in order to feel stimulated, to be in the moment. And let's just say I'm a kisser, but if I don't kiss you, and if I never kissed you, don't kiss and tell. Let's just say it was just fuck. That's all it was. It was just fuck. Nothing else. Oh, my bad. Oh, the foul language this hour of the night. But we need to understand more when it comes to a person telling us or want to have sex with us. We have to be responsible. I mean, in the after tequila, you don't be thinking about being responsible. I just be thinking about is to let loose that energy. And this is where somebody be like, I love you, let me just go and think, oh my heart. Why you hurt for them? Why you hurt for them, baby? You can't be hurt for them. Listen, not everybody else want to put your mouth on in that way. It's just like oral sex. Like, if you're gonna have oral sex, not everybody you want put your mouth on, because some people just don't know how to take care of themselves, and you wouldn't even have sex with them. I had cases where we link up to have sex, and because personal hygiene was a thing, it didn't happen. I mean, I wanted it to happen, but then that shit turned me the fuck off. Then I was like, not interested anymore. And then you just get strike out, like, use a no. Like, I wouldn't even consider you for nothing else, because you gotta learn to take care of yourself. We only have one life to live, and we only have one body. It's not like we could go and trade in parts and collect it. I mean, some people might argue that's possible for those who doing sex reassignment and all kind of thing, but that is another topic for another time. Because they could, switch things up, because they like what they like and they do what they do. So for all those persons who got people coming all up inside of them and say, I love you, baby, I love you, it is not fucking love. I don't understand if you're in a relationship or you're in a marriage and then your significant other, your sexual partner is, like expressing itself, and you have more chemistry outside of the room, other than every time you link up, it's just behind four walls, nobody knows what's going on. If it's a sneaky link, well, I understand. Of course, if it's a sneaky link, we can't let people know what's going on, because people like run the mouth, especially in Guyana. You can't fucking do nothing. You're busy. Listen, you start talk to somebody today, boops, you hear you and them in a relationship, and you hear everything we talk about, and you're like, Jesus Christ, these people nowadays don't know if to keep the mouth shut. So definitely some people just get tricked into this I love you and let's do it out of love, and let me come inside of you. I like make this joke when people tell me come, I say, how you want it, in or out? Because it's just a thing. I throw to people, how you want it, inside or outside? And no, I don't just go around the place shooting off inside of people. No. It's not your place to judge me like that. I don't be doing that. Other people could come in and tell me otherwise, but I'll be the expert tonight on that and say, no, I don't be doing that. But anyways, I mean, oh no. Yeah, my battery, I don't know. Mark Murray's a mess. Deciding to come live to test to see how this live thing is working from my phone. Yes, I'm trying to get 1,000 subscribers so I can go live from YouTube on my phone, but I found a trick thanks to my nephew, and I'm trying to see how best I can engage persons and we can have dialogue when it comes to topics like this, or even anything persons would want to share, you know. Yes, anything persons would want to share or want us to talk about here, because I think it's a safe space, but it's a space where we can all be candid and say what we have to say, because I think we're being too diplomatic when it comes to a whole lot of things in life, and sex is a part of it and we can't run from it. And some of us will make mistakes while others just shy to confront it. And whatever you do sexually, I would say enjoy it and don't be afraid. Don't be ashamed of what you did. My apologies. Yes, I'm thirsty, so I have to drink some water. For you see me choking up on this YouTube thing. But let me know what other topics you want us to touch on and how we could discuss in whatever way we can, you know. So ladies, and more ladies, out of love, or you did just horny. I know there are a few females that reach out to me and they was like, listen, I was horny, I wasn't even thinking, I just let he do what he gotta do, and it was good. And that I love, when somebody could own up to the stuff and say it like they mean it, you know, just say what I gotta say. And not all of us are ready to become parents, so don't feel guilty if plan B is your go-to. I know Gavin might not endorse, Gavin might not, you know, say this is how it should be done, but guess what, in the real world, that's how it's avoided, plan B. And ever so often when we get this games night, we always call in and prank call in, because I think I can't remember which one of the games it was. There's a card where you supposed to call your parent and ask them where you could get plan B because you just got somebody pregnant. And those calls is be funny because some parents is be happy to become grandparents, while others is be like, you're reckless, you know, like you shouldn't be doing that. So why are you asking about plan B? You should be a little more responsible. And then it's be like, wait till you come home, and it's be so interesting and we be cracking up. But eventually we gotta tell them it's a joke and let them know it's a joke, because some parents might just lose it. All right, so let's keep it going. But I mean, sometimes we also have to consider, you know, in all of this, sorry if I look like I'm looking down, it's because I'm trying to monitor what persons are actually saying here. Yeah, because there's some people commenting and I have to approve it, so yeah, my bad if you didn't see a comment come in. Oh wow, some persons are just wilding. Yeah, so like I keep preaching on this channel, with rights comes responsibilities, and you have to be responsible even if you're allowing somebody to come inside of you. One, it's not just baby. You have to consider that you can become HIV infected. You can also pick up some STI. And these days, those things don't have a face anymore, because most of our bodies, for some persons, they're immune to certain things, and signs and symptoms will show up later and bite them. Then they don't run through a whole set of people and show a set of things. So we have to be careful and we have to be responsible. Like, we're not gonna have sex talk and then I'm not gonna tell you guys to be careful out there, you know. I mean, there's this condom, not that I'm promoting it, it's called Skin, that works very well. So if you're not a condom person or you're allergic, you have to find something that works for you. And this goes for the females, because you just don't know what some niggas come slinging your way, and you have to be careful, you know. So it's not just about feeling good and want that person to shoot all up inside of you and then you just go on your plan B and you're good to go. Sometimes you you might not be so fortunate because you don't know their sexual history. So that is something we should take into consideration, people and the sexual history. You know, it's not that you want to know all the persons that they had sex with, but you want to know how often do they have sex? Is it protected, unprotected? When last did they do an STI screening? You know, those are the simple things. You know what I'm saying? Give me the list from A to Z and let me know who was your last sexual partner. That is not it. You can go about it being a little bit more responsible and not so prying when it comes to the other persons that they had sex with, because not everybody's comfortable sharing who they had sex with. Or news. Soon as you barely send them a little message or a little nude, they are already done ready for publicize to the world that yeah, we about to fuck or we gonna fuck, you know. So you have to be careful. For me, I get nervous when people come at me and they try to engage sexually very strong. I just be thinking, what the fuck? Will you try to forgive me? You know? And sometimes I ask myself if I come across like that to people too, in a strong sexual way. But then when I catch myself, if I'm doing it, I would pull the fuck back because I'm like, oh shit, coming across a little too strong, you know? Because sometimes we all know we like the sneaky link, or when your crush, you know, hit you up finally in your inbox, liking all your pictures all the time, and you're like, oh shit, it's about to go down. I've been looking at you for a while now, you know? So it's not something that person should be afraid of, you know, when the crush thing. Oh yes, someone mentioned vibrators in the comments. Let's talk about sex toys. So sneaky links during coronavirus. Remember, we're still in a pandemic. How many of you had sex with a mask on? This person is not living in your house. This person ain't living in your street. Sometimes this person ain't even living in your community or your country. Did you ensure that the person had the vaccine, or that person show up with the blue book or the vaccination card from anywhere? No, they didn't. So these sneaky links during COVID, like, like just thinking about it, I just remember last year, all the sneaky links. When you're so scared about coronavirus, but yet you're taking the risk about to get a little sneaky link. But you see, we still have to sanitize and put on rubbers. And I don't know who will put on masks. I'm yet to try putting on a mask and have sex. I really gotta try this soon. But even like, it might sound funny, but it's serious. And I would say this virus is gonna take a while before, you know, we have it under control. Meaning, we as a people in the in the world, we have a responsibility, and it will take a while because guess what? There are a bunch of irresponsible fuckers out there, and that's why this virus will not slow down, and it will not go. Can be the worst, and they can be a good to the self, and they can be destructive. So even with your sneaky link, start up with your mask, and like Mihaela said, role play. You know, you keep on your mask, I keep on my mask. We ain't kissing, just don't sneeze. Think about it. You have his next. Let me next. You having sex and then somebody do achoo, and you like, you pull for the sanitizer and you already get the sanitizer mixed up with the lube. Well, there's another story because things gonna start burning. Well, the main thing is you got the lube nearby, and you know, and you don't want to be sorry. Sex toys, don't be afraid. People gotta learn how to please the self. People gotta know how to touch the self. Some people walking around like robots. They don't know how to touch the self. They don't even know what makes them tick. And how can a person make you tick if you yourself don't even understand your body? So don't be afraid to stand in the mirror, look at yourself, and touch some buttons. You know, like some women would enjoy some sex toys, and they even bring that into, you know, their sexual encounter with persons where they want to have sex, and they bring the little vibrator, the butt The rings, don't ask me how I know. I know people that's sexual. It mean is a reflection of me. Okay? Okay, people? Because I know y'all gonna be judging me out there. But just so you know, I never experiment with any sex toys. So I'm still new to that. But I'm still open minded about it, because we're sexual beings and we shouldn't be afraid of sex, you know? We just have to be careful in all that we're doing when it comes to having sex. Ooh. Going down the rabbit hole. Well, it's down somebody hole the calmness go. So I don't know what he's talking about. Oh shucks. It's very interesting. And it's interesting to see how some persons are shy to talk about these topics, you know? So, yes, tonight's topic is compliments of Marlon, all the way in the United States. Yes, he decided to reach out and say, you know what, this is something I think we should definitely talk about. But I see Marlon putting any 2 cents, Marlon shying away from his own topic. But it's a very interesting topic, So, if you want us to talk about something in particular, just shoot me a message, let me know what's up, and we could explore it. And even if you want to come, let me know, we could work it out and we could connect, because everything is being done virtually. So let's have a conversation virtually, a global conversation. Let's hear perspective from all around the place, because excuse me, my perspective is not the only perspective, and there are persons that would agree or disagree with whatever I'm saying, and that's fine. Like, I'm not saying everything is gospel or I'm right, but it's good to hear from people and what they want to say about whatever topic we're discussing, So we're just gonna do like 30 minutes of this. So when we reach 30 minutes, that's gonna be the end of me. So Gavin just running away from the topic. I don't know why. Anyways, it's good to put the biblical side. Abstain from sex. Don't let nobody shoot up inside of you, because it could be a good thing and a bad thing. The good thing is you'll give life, all the ladies out there, and the bad thing is if you don't want it, then you become frustrated, meaning with the kid, and you might have regrets, and then you might take that out on the child. And that's how we have some broken adults in society, because it's situation like this, people get confused between lust and love, and allowing persons to manipulate them into sexual acts, and then 9 months later, there you go, crying until 21, and sometimes that lasts a lifetime, So we always have to be careful in whatever we're doing. I mean, it's good to have fun, and it's good to what's up with your body, so that way you can explore with each other. I mean, I hate boring sex, and I hate people complaining about sex, and the first thing I ask, did you say something to your partner about it? Have you expressed how you felt about it? Did you guide your partner? Because there got some women that feel as if they're not supposed to tell a man. A man's supposed to know how to touch certain places. Yeah, I get that. But at the same time, if you're a particular person and you like things a certain way, then you need to fucking say it. Because what I like, you mightn't like. And what you like, I mightn't like. But if we're fucking, then there's some kind of compromise that we would have to agree to. And that means everybody would have to be comfortable with whatever act is being performed. Whether you're coming inside, outside, or on the back, or on the chest, on the face, and the list goes on. We just have to take that into consideration. Yes, and persons have to have fun with condom, like is being said, according to Mr. Edwards there. You have to have fun with condoms, because if you know what your partner is doing, that's fine if you want to have unprotected sex. But if you know it's a sneaky link, or it's a one-time hit and run, or like people would say, it's a one-night stand, just make sure you protect yourself. Come in your ears. That's a new one. I wonder if it's help get rid of the wax, or it is help clog up your ears more. I guess we gotta ask somebody to tell us, go experiment and tell us, what's up, what's going on there. But sex is something we can't run from. It's a part of, shut that side down because of persons taking advantage of us in the name of love, and we keep to ourselves. And let's just say sex is a mood changer, because I realize when I extra cranky is because, and if I have sex, nothing don't bother me no more. I just be the happiest person around town. The world could be falling apart and I could be smiling, oh no. Because I don't know, I guess because of the chemical that you would release. My phone is dying. Yeah, we got some time before the phone die, and then we'll wrap this up, because I don't want to make this extremely long. I just want us to hop on here, have fun, share our thoughts about whatever's the topic. And this is just my pilot test, like, and to see what we can do to engage each other in terms of talking about difficult topics. Because as you can see, like from my previous topics, I'm not trying to have that regular conversation. I'm trying to make people uncomfortable. Let's talk about things we don't talk about. I drink a lot of water, so excuse me from time to time. And there we go, Diamond Mineral Water. I'm not doing an advertisement, so don't think that they're sponsoring me in any way. Nobody is. Like, I'm trying to keep this as friendly as possible. I don't want persons to be bombarded by commercials, or I just want us to have pure fun, clean fun, respectable fun, and we could still continue the conversation underneath this video. And I will engage with persons and I will reply, and we could have a fruitful conversation about your take of, or you could tell us a sneaky link story where you allowed somebody to come inside of you and you were in love, or you were just horny. I know majority of the people reach out and say they were horny when that shit happened. If it's somebody you didn't plan if it catch long, and when I say catch, not in a bad way, but because you're attracted to them, or you saw them and you're like, oh shit, if I only, and then one day it happens. Trust me, sometimes when you sit and wait and allow the universe to work in your favor, it is be a good reward. Just take my stupid advice, speaking from experience. You would get that. It would be it's worth the wait, and then you get to ask in or out, or any body part. Anyways, so I'm gonna wrap this up tonight. Thank you very much for everyone who tuned in, and I'm going to try and make this as frequent as possible. So just let me know what you guys want to talk about, and this could be our way of interacting while I work on getting you videos. I've been very, very busy. That is why I haven't been posting so much lately. I have content, but it's just the time to edit. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm thinking about the channel, and I'm thinking about how I can get stuff out, and this is one way that I'm trying to keep the channel engaged and let us have that conversation. So it don't always have to be me packaging that video for you. We can have that conversation right here, as long as you subscribe, turn on that notification, like, comment, and remember to share. Until next time, I am Murray, and this is On Air. Goodbye.